Welcome to the Sustainability Spotlights, the podcast uniting the best in product sustainability. I'm your host, Lavanya, the co founder and CEO of CarboLedger. In this podcast, we delve into the fascinating world of product sustainability in the chemical industry and explore how we can bring the exchange of product carbon footprints in line with the exchange of financial data. In each episode, we'll be engaging in insightful conversations with the best sustainability leaders in the chemical industry. These experts are paving the way for innovative solutions, driving positive change, and shaping a more sustainable future. Together, we'll explore topics such as carbon accounting, eco friendly innovations, sustainable supply chains, and much more. Our aim is to uncover the challenges faced by the industry, share success stories, and inspire our listeners with practical strategies that can be implemented on a broader scale. Today, we are delighted to have a conversation with Dr. Shaibal Roy, a seasoned leader in the realm of sustainability within the chemical industry. With a wealth of expertise spanning manufacturing, R&D, techno-economic evaluations, and technical marketing, Shaibal's impactful journey has traversed continents encompassing the United States, Germany, and India. Presently, he serves as the sustainability strategy leader at Momentive Performance Materials, a pioneering company specializing in silicon materials, headquartered in Waterford, NY. Shaibal, welcome to the podcast. We are delighted to have you here today.
Thank you. Thank you, Lavanya, for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to talk to your audience about sustainability in general and product carbon footprint specifically, because that's a very important topic that we are in the middle of discussing at this point.
Perfect. So let's dive right into our discussion. Deriving from your rich experience working in the field as a certified life cycle assessment professional, what do you think are the challenges associated with product level carbon footprint data?
Sure. Lavanya, just one quick correction. Our headquarters has moved from Waterford, New York to Niskayuna, New York
Okay.
recently. Just wanted to make correction. So that's a very important question when we embark on doing life cycle carbon footprint exercise. As you may know, carbon footprint exercise is an extremely important exercise that every company is currently embarked on, and this is based on a lot of decarbonization effort that the whole community is undertaking right now, because that's directly related to our climate change efforts, and that climate is changing. We are all seeing that in everyday life. So carbon footprint calculation and communication is a very important piece of that puzzle that we have to solve, basically. There are a lot of challenges to that. The main challenge I would say is data availability and the quality of the data. As you may know, to calculate carbon footprint of a product that we are selling to our customer, we need data. We need data from our own operations, which we probably have a good handle on. But then we also need a lot of data from our suppliers, and it also needs data from how the product are being used by our customers, and what happens at the end of the product. So all the life cycle stages of the products, and particularly for those stages where we don't have direct control over, it's very difficult to get the data from them. They are either not available or available in not good quality, because in my own experience, the data has been extremely difficult for us to get from our suppliers. We have been embarking on this journey to engage our suppliers for the last many years, months, and we have had very limited success. So another reason is supply chain complexity. Our suppliers are not at one place. They are global, the global supply chain. The raw material that we buy from our suppliers, they probably buy it from somebody else, and so on and so forth. So it's a very complex network of suppliers that makes collecting data very extremely difficult. Traceability is another aspect. The data that we receive, we don't know where they are coming from, basically, or what do they include. What is the boundary of that data? Is it
Okay.
cradle to gate? Does it include the transportation of the material from their gate to our gate, or our gate to our supplier's gate, our customer's gate?
Right.
How, and in some instances we received just scope 1 and 2 emission data from associated with the product from our suppliers, whereas
Mm-hmm.
we wanted them to get data from all the way to to the cradle of the product.
Right.
So all those things are extremely difficult. Basically, allocation is another challenge. Our assets do not make just one product. It makes multiple products. And how do we allocate multiple products at multiple times or at the same time as well? How do we
Mm-hmm.
allocate the different resources that are being used, utilities, raw materials, and all those things, to waste treatment facilities, to a specific product? That's a challenge. That needs
Mm-hmm.
resources, that needs time. Uh, and lastly, I would definitely talk about the resource part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting all this data from different sources, gathering them, putting into a life cycle software,
Right.
and executing them and communicating that to the customer. It's a lot of work, a lot of extra work that the industry is now grappling with, and
Right.
we have to appropriately resource that work stream. So these are some of the major challenges, of course, that we are currently facing in calculating carbon footprint of our products.
That's fascinating, and it's evident that the supply chain, uh, meaning including our stakeholders, both suppliers and customers, their positioning, their resource effectiveness is very important for us to be able to reach accurate product level carbon footprint data. So,
Absolutely.
can, can you share, Shaibal, a specific success story highlighting Mementive's approach and achievements in reducing the carbon footprint of its products?
Sure. I'll first talk about our approach, and then I'll give you
Right,
some specific example. We are in a journey. Now, Momentive, like many of our peers and our customers and our value chain partners, we
right.
are in a journey to elevate that towards a place where we would be able to accurately estimate and convey a carbon footprint of our products, and also reduce our our carbon footprint and our impact. Uh, it starts with R&D. We have a very robust R&D program in place where we incorporate sustainability at every stage gate
Mm-hmm.
of our product development, new product development, uh, and we look at various raw materials, various solvents, various technologies, various process technologies, way of using our product to really better understand the customer need and incorporate that in our product design, basically. Life cycle assessment is a great tool. We have just started using life cycle assessment to guide our R&D effort in selecting the best process technology, best raw materials to develop our products. We have started collaborating with our suppliers. We have, and in recent times, we have made specific actions. We have taken specific actions to get supplies only from those suppliers that provide raw material with minimum carbon footprint. And we are a silicone-based company, so silicone derivatives are the ones that are very energy intensive, basically. So that affects our footprint significantly, our product
Mm-hmm.
footprint. And within our boundary, we have taken very specific steps to improve our own efficiency of products, our products, basically. We have
Right.
improved our process, we have improved our unit operations, we have incorporated renewable energy, for example, in our mix. We have continuously increased on that. So we have undertaken multiple steps, basically, to that's our approach for
Mm-hmm.
reducing our carbon footprint of our products going forward, basically. And one of the key component to that is collaboration with our customers, to understand, where we can, how we can design our products so that it improves their operations, basically. I'll give you a very and by the way, you can get a lot of examples in our upcoming sustainability report, 2022 sustainability report. The title of the report is Solutions for a Sustainable World. It is
Mm-hmm.
coming out in the week of August 14th, some anytime in that week, and we have a whole section that we have dedicated in describing many of our products which provide sustainable solutions, lower carbon footprint for our customers, basically. But I would specifically mention one that's called NXT, and NXT is a silane for tire threads. It is used to make tires, basically, and it is made from raw material, key renewable raw materials. We have in the last few years, based on the R&D and LCA and other things that we just talked about. We have improved our process to make this particular product more sustainable,
Mm-hmm.
um, and specifically, if you look at the product's portfolio, it it reduces the rolling resistance of the tires, that decreases the energy consumption and therefore lowering the CO2 emissions of cars.
Right.
It also improve the processability of during the tire manufacturing. So our customers are tire manufacturers, and when they use this silence, their processability improves, basically, and therefore lowering the waste produced during tire manufacturing and also the energy used during tire manufacturing. So both at our immediate customers' house as well as the final customers, which are the people who are using these tires.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one very specific example, and through the R&D program that we have undertaken and life cycle assessment we have undertaken, we got specific input, and also from our customers specific input as to how we can improve our process, and we have done that. Raw material, as I said, we are more and more incorporating renewable raw materials into this feedstock, into this product, and we have been able to create a product that is more sustainable to the environment, more sustainable for our customers, um, and, um, and it's a great example of how our approach has resulted in a product that's more sustainable.
Perfect. That's very impressive, Shaibal, and it's inspiring to hear about the tangible steps that you took towards reducing carbon footprints. And it's fascinating how you also brought together LCA techniques and used it in R&D and innovation to achieve your targets. So
Yeah.
this
Again, I
give
would remind you that we are in a journey. We are going to do that more and more. We are increasing our capability to do that. But
right.
yeah, we have started doing that already, and it has produced tangible results for us.
Perfect. So I'm also looking forward to reading the sustainability report that is to be soon released. So and
Thank you.
I hope that I and our audience of the podcast can learn a lot from it as well. So this gives me a great segue to my final question here, Shaibal, is how do you envision technology contributing to improved product carbon footprint calculations?
Sure. It's all data, basically. In the earlier days, we had used to have gold rush. Now we have data rush, basically, and the companies that can mine data instead of gold
Mm-hmm.
are going to be rich, basically, are going to be successful in the future. And
Mm-hmm.
any tool that helps us do that mining, do that analysis, do that collection process,
Right.
is going to be very critical, basically. So advanced data collection techniques, uh, you know, uh, real-time data collection, because our processes are continuously changing, our energy sources are continuously changing. That has major impact on the product carbon footprint. Uh, our disposal methods are changing continuously. So a real-time data, fast data collection system, and data procurement, the way we acquire the data, real-time instrumentation, um, are going to be critical, basically. That's one. Then you have to process the data that you collected. You have to process the data to calculate carbon footprint. I'm talking about life cycle assessment tools. We have
Mhm.
many canned softwares these days. Improvement on those tools will a simplification of those tools. If those tools can be used not just by experts in life cycle assessment, but a process engineer with basic knowledge of carbon footprint accounting, that will be very very useful basically. So a tool that's very simple to use and easy to understand. Uh, that will be very very important basically. Tools can be used also for tracing raw materials, blockchain, for example.
Mhm.
I have not kept myself very up to date in this technology, but this is going to be very, very important. Where our raw materials are coming, are they indeed, sourced from best practices in terms of, sustainability. Uh, so traceability, any tool that can help us achieve those traceability will be very, very important. Um, then you have tools like modeling tools. So,
Mhm.
for example, not every product that we make, we already make it. Right?
Mhm.
There are products that are coming in the future, and how those are made can be modeled in Aspen, for example,
Right.
or other modeling tools. And insights can be obtained as to how much energy these tools are going, these products are going to take, or even the use phase, how these products are going to be used. If you can model like the operation of a car using
Mhm.
our products in advance, we can get a lot of insight about, what is going to be the impact of our product on you know, on the customers. And those can, if we can have those tools, that will really improve our understanding of our carbon footprint. Collaborative tools, tools like SharePoint, or any other tools that people can, companies like, Carbo Ledger, or other tools in the market that can bring to your customers, where we can collaborate and we can document our results of carbon footprint, and we can share that information easily with our customers, or our suppliers can share that information easily with us, so that we don't have to wait for a long time to get the input that we need to calculate our carbon footprint. Will be very very important. So these are some of the things that comes to my mind immediately, basically.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your insights, Shevel. It is evident that technology has immense potential in driving sustainability efforts. This concludes this episode of the Sustainability Spotlights. We have had the privilege of diving into the challenges, success stories, and the role of technology in measuring and reducing product carbon footprints. Join us in the next episode as we continue to unravel the complexities of sustainable practices in the chemical industry, learning from experts who are driving positive change and forging a path towards a greener future. Remember, every product we buy has a story to tell, and we are here to uncover the carbon balance sheets behind them. Thank you for tuning in and take care until next time.